welcome to the Kick family, Asmongold. Multi-streaming begins tomorrow. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is a reminder that your beautiful little warm bodies just give me free American money dollars by existing in my Kick stream. Just existing on Kick gets me paid. It's fucking great. Kickmangold. Yeah, we got Kickmangold, dude. That's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting that he's going to be branching out and multi-streaming instead of just being on Twitch. And I've been saying for years that, like, you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Multi-streaming is definitively beneficial for all streamers. And it was wild to me that when I first started multicasting, there were a lot of streamers that were just like, no, don't do this. This is bad. It's going to split your audience. It's going to de-rank you in the algorithm. And so you won't be as far up the page and you're not going to get as many clicks. You're not going to be pushed as heavily. And it's like, yeah, when I started multi-streaming, I had, you know, a couple hundred dip in CCV on Twitch, because there are people who prefer watching on YouTube and they're like, I hate Twitch, but, you know, you only stream here, so I'm only going to watch you here. But after that, like, several hundred viewer dip, when I started dual casting on Twitch and YouTube, not only did I regain those 100 that I lost on Twitch, but my YouTube viewership skyrocketed. My YouTube viewership is more than double my Twitch viewership now. It is done nothing but be beneficial to me. So even in the first, like, year or so, when I kept encountering streamers, like, writing on Twitter or talking in their streams about how multicasting is bad and you shouldn't do it, it's just like, I am proof positive that you should. And especially if you're a small streamer, you don't have that same worry of being deranked in the algorithm and losing hundreds of viewers. It's just beneficial for you, because you're building your community in both places, or 3 places, or 4 places, all at the same time. One pineapple, many baskets. Twitch is suffering due to their allegiance to certain ideologies and friendliness with certain radical streamers, so multi-streaming is a good alternative. I mean, yeah, now more than ever, but multi-streaming has always been good. It's always been good. She hates her YouTube viewers. I don't hate you! Streamers are doing a great job promoting other channels now, too, with reacts. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. VTubers especially benefit from YouTube because of the adjacency to Hollow. Well, I mean, I don't think I have that much adjacency on YouTube. Binary Ghost, thank you. The problem is having to worry about multiple different TOS. I mean, yeah, that is something to worry about, right? Like, I have to worry about DMCAs killing my VOD because YouTube has incredibly draconian copyright strike kind of shit. And vice versa, I can show much more, like, I don't want to say lewd, but I can show much more on YouTube visually than I can on Twitch. Like these news broadcasts, if they had, you know, like maimed people, I could show that on YouTube. If they had, you know, like titties out, I could show that on YouTube. I just can't show that on Twitch, right? So you just have to know what the TOSs are between the platforms that you're working with. And I think adding anything outside of YouTube and Twitch, their TOS isn't going to matter, because I don't think anyone else's TOS is as strict as either Twitch or YouTube are. If multi-streaming wasn't beneficial, Twitch wouldn't have barred their partners from doing it for so long. Also a good point. YouTube lets you show titties. They do. Depending on the context. If you're showing titties in an educational context, they allow it. Honestly, with the crazy stuff on Twitch, it might take the stigma away from Kick, which is surprising considering all the crazy stuff on Kick as well. Yeah. As long as you don't actively break the law, Kick won't ban you, I feel. I mean, I had my own issues with Kick, which is why I stopped, like, try-casting to them before. But it seems like that problem has been solved, thankfully. They had some staff members who were anime racist, and so I was being oppressed and not in the olive. Eggy Man saying, starting Twitter and Kick multi-streams June 2nd, 9 a.m. Central. See y'all then. See y'all then. We all got fucking Kick and X streaming all up in here. I know a few days ago, Asmongold had that interaction with Elon, where Asmon was like, I will come and I will stream on X as long as you start improving the UI there. And I genuinely hope they do. I hope they improve what streaming is like on X, because I feel like that could be a very good platform for streamers. God Hates Taxes, thank you. In the Mari_EN stream yesterday, she talked about how she's happy that she's streaming on YouTube now. Yeah, it's literally just beneficial. Anyone trying to convince you to not multicast is either being a retard or purposely trying to kneecap you. Tectone's been multicasting since his recent ban. He's just adding the other 2. Yeah, he went to YouTube multicasting after his last ban, but he's adding in Twitter and Kick. He had a streamer friend who was going to do Kick, but it got a huge amount of pushback. Has Kick changed things? I don't want to bring this guy up today because there's a little bit more we have to go into before I can publicly eviscerate this fucking retard. But if you are so audience captured that your audience revolts against you, if you're shilling some sort of product that you actually like because of possible other people who are affiliated with the product, or because they don't like the platform you're going to be streaming on, that's not an audience you want to cater to, right? I'm going to bring up Bao and how Bao called, oh god, what the fuck is it called? Chinese New Year has a different name that you're supposed to call it now because it's PC, and I can't even remember the PC name for Chinese New Year. That is it Lunar? Thank you. A Lunar New Year. So like Bao was talking about Chinese New Year, and I can't remember if it was in a song or if it was just in a Twitter post. It's been too long now. But Bao had mentioned Chinese New Year, and a lot of people got pissed at her for calling it Chinese New Year instead of Lunar New Year. And I think she had a very poor excuse for why she called it Chinese New Year instead of Lunar New Year. But that aside, if you have an audience that is going to go rabid and try to like knock you down a peg or even cancel you themselves because you've done something that they don't like, that's not an audience that you can keep long term. If you have to walk on eggshells and worry about your audience revolting against you, God forbid you say the wrong thing or have an opinion that is different from someone in your audience, you're going to have a really hard time in content creation. Bao is Chinese. Yeah, she is like part Chinese or Vietnamese. I can't remember. I'm really bad at remembering all of these things. But it's like she never should have gotten attacked for calling it Chinese New Year. Like, that's fucking absurd, right? It's absolutely fucking absurd. And so it's like this is a sort of like cautionary tale of audience capture. And I feel like I have a decently good parasocial relationship with my honorable chatters, because like we disagree on shit pretty often. We might bicker a little bit back and forth, but it's not like many people have been like, fuck you, Kirsche, you're a piece of shit, I'm leaving forever, right? Like, what is PC chat? You're Asian, it's not a thing here. Politically correct. So because of like, I guess, you know, people don't want to be colonized by China, people don't want to be ruled by China or some shit. I don't know exactly the reasoning. They changed Chinese New Year to Lunar New Year to make it more politically correct for all of the Asian nations that fuck hate China. Which, like, sure, fucking half clap, good on you. You know, nobody likes fucking China, right? But if somebody calls it Chinese New Year, you don't need to crusade for their head on a pike, you know? You're Korean, you dislike China, but you still call it Chinese New Year? Yeah. No, we don't disagree with you ever. Screw you, Kirsche. Fuck you, Kirsche. See you next stream. I'm surprised Fryc didn't hit me with the fuck you, Kirsche. When's judgment? Considering how much we sat here and watched you play Crime Boss for hours on end, you can pretty much do whatever you want without fear of what we'll think about it. I don't know, man. People got dangerously close yesterday when I said Hassan made a funny joke. Like 10 years ago. Asmon commented on the chick that dropped her gamersupps partnership because of their affiliation with Ethan Klein 2 days ago. He called virtue signalers like her out. It's in stream suggestions. That would be a good thing, and that's interesting as well. Like, all the people virtue signaling dropping their gamersupps contracts are people who very likely did not get a cup, had not had any merch, and did not make many sales. Like, it's almost guaranteed if someone has announced that they're dropping gamersupps because of me, because of Ethan Klein, because of someone else problematic, because it's not going to stop with me. It started with me, but it's not going to stop there. Any of them announcing a contract cancellation are purely doing it for virtue signaling. Like, they didn't make any money off of it. And all of the people that do make some kind of money off of it, it's really funny that in the same breath, they're just like, oh, this neo-Nazi white supremacist VTuber needs to lose her support of gamersupps. She needs to get her finances cut off, but I rely on my gamersupps code for income. Like, I can't drop it. I'm under contract. I need this, you know, and it's unfair that it's awkward for me to promote gamersupps right now because they haven't dropped this horrible, evil VTuber. Fucking actual pieces of shit. Actual little cuck boys. Scum fuck with that bullshit reply. Yeah, exactly. There's no participation trophies in content creation. You're canceling your gamersupps contract even though you don't have one. That's how dedicated you are. Oh, thanks, Joe Cat. Casual cuck sniping contents from various YouTuber shits. Yeah, it's crazy how many like million plus sub YouTubers have made like snide little fucking jokes about me. It's like, don't you have better things to do than virtue signal? Like, fucking shill your code without having to knock down a woman who literally hasn't done anything, by the way. Congratulations on believing random people on Twitter and a Vice article from a man that wants to put women in breeding camps. I bet you feel great right now. Yeah, use code Kirsche for 10% off your gamersupps orders, baby.
So this girl goes and she makes a post and she says this. After a lot of thought and research, I've terminated my contract with gamersupps. I don't want to move forward with companies that are partnered with Ethan Klein.
Look, but I've defended Ethan recently because he's gone through some fucking shit in his battle with Hassan, right? But like, Ethan fell off. Ethan kind of became a bit of a cuck. Right? Ethan became that which everyone hated, and Jordan Peterson warned him about cultivating that kind of audience. So I don't like Ethan Klein. And you know what I did, knowing that Ethan Klein was partnered with gamersupps when I got partnered with gamersupps? Literally fucking nothing. And when Ethan Klein came out with his H3H3 flavor, you know what I did? I just didn't fucking buy it. Wow! What? Who could have seen that coming? Holy shit, imagine being able to coexist with people that you dislike.
I know it's difficult these days to find brands don't have problematic entanglements, but it is what it is. This is the same exact girl that said this. I mean, with every fiber of my being, fuck you if you play Hogwarts Legacy. So
oh wow, she condoned harassment of streamers because they wanted to play Le Evil Wizard game. I'm so shocked that kind of a person would try to virtue signal dropping a sponsorship.
who is this person?
Holt Asmon.
Literally no one.
Story. October 16th, 2024.
Insane to think creators like Asmongold and Aden Ross will continue to run rampant on the internet because companies want money, and there will always be a demographic with zero prospects who haven't felt the touch of a woman in years.
Isn't part of Aden Ross's content the fact that, like, he pretends to be a womanizer? I don't know if he actually is or not, right? But, like, Asmongold, I touch him.
Guys, you know that old saying, all roads lead to Rome? Well, in this case, it's all roads lead to Asmon. June 18th, 2023.
Bait? For me? Ah, thank you.
And you know what's funny about this other tweet? Well, it looks like she caught a nasty case of amnesia clout goblinicus.
I mean, of course, they usually do, but also it's kind of funny. My favorite Twitter trend are these really stupid tweets that basically every hot girl on the website uses to quote retweet a picture of themselves in cosplay or blah, 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 blah. She's just still looking for my wives, by the way. Doesn't Asmongold basically collect VTubers like he's the protagonist in a gacha game? Like,
We were farming Hogwarts Legacy like absolute trolls long before she even thought to retweet Asmon for likes.
Asmon.
Who is this? I don't even know who this is. Let me see if okay,
Nobody knows
Syra,
who this
so
is.
let's see how many viewers this
200,000 followers. How many of those were bought? What's your engagement like, weirdo?
person has. Oh, jeez. So this is one of the things, and especially brands need to realize. A lot of these people get a lot of attention on Twitter, but nobody actually watches their content.
Yep.
Now, they might like your Twitter post
That was the same with Rin Penrose, right? Like, she made that Twitter post and it got something like 2.5 million views or whatever, but she gets no viewers on her live stream. She makes no money on her live streams. She made no money from her gamersupps code. She didn't have any merch. She didn't have a cup. She didn't do anything. So it's like, it looks like there's outrage because there's a lot of people interacting with her tweet, but in the end, she is negligible and worthless.
they don't like Ethan. So all you're doing is making a virtue signal statement, trying to force a big brand into severing a partnership with somebody because of some bullshit. Are you saying that people should just shut up and take sponsorships, value be damned? No, I think the reality is that she doesn't actually believe in what she thinks. Do you think she's going to stop streaming on Twitch? Of course not. Even though Twitch is something on the Palestine boycott list. And this is the same with Hassan doing it as well. The fact is that you don't really care about this. You're not making any money on this partnership anyway. So you're throwing it away because you know it doesn't matter to you. But you're not going to stop streaming on Twitch because that's how you make your money. But this is the kind of people that do this. Every fiver am I being fuck you if you buy Hogwarts Legacy. Man. Oh, man.
Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
That's gay.
Ah, thank you.
That was a nice little clippy. Holy shit, you went for Rin's throat. Look, I'm fucking done playing nice with these people who literally want to see me broken dead. Right? Like I am done playing nice.